All right, so for the second video on using Oauth, we are going to see the sort of second phase of the Oauth workflow. So what we have, we've already set up an Oauth server over here. I've already registered an Oauth server named Superfun. I have set it up so that my ID and password are known within Node over here. And I've logged my authorization URI, so I'm able to see this thing and I'm able to verify it inside of my log. When the user lands at the page, they're going to get an unverified page. They're going to get something that says, you are unverified, and this link that was generated up here in this authorization to method is going to be passed to them, and this is going to be the link that they use to log in with Ion. Okay, this is the link that says log in with Ion. So we can take a look at this. What's going to happen is they're going to go to that link, and that link is going to take them to Ion. It's going to ask them to authenticate themselves. When they have authenticated themselves within Ion, they get bounced back to my website, and then it's my website's responsibility to authenticate myself to Ion. So it's a two-step process. First, the user has to authenticate, and then they get passed back a code, and then my website has to authenticate itself to Ion. Once both of those are finished, what we're going to get is a little token over here, and we'll step through and we'll see this actual token come out. And the token is you. The token is you, the person who's logged in. And so we'll run through this a couple times and actually see how this works. So just to repeat one more time to get up to speed, here we are. I've registered my page at the very beginning. I've added my keys and my IDs and my secrets, and I've told the correct redirect location. And I've provided the user a link. It looks like we are ready to go. So here we go. I'm going to go to my user page over here. And this is a proxy for a button that says, hey, log in with Ion. If you want to grab all of the super secrets of this page, we need to log in. So I choose to log in here. You can see all this information. This is kind of a nasty link, but it has the ID for my Ion application, and it's going to take me over to Ion, and it's going to redirect me back to a particular endpoint. I click over here. I'm already logged into Ion, and Superfun is asking for permission. So this is phase one. Phase one, we are asking the user to verify themselves to Ion. So I have verified myself. I now authorize this app, and we go back over here, and I was given a code. Now, it doesn't look like a lot was happened. We see token. It doesn't look like much has happened over here, but let's take a look inside of Director. So when we were bounced back to login worker, so we can see we're at login worker, and we were given this code. This code was given to us by Ion, okay? This code was first processed using my method that I have over here called handle code. So I parse out the code using rec.query.code, and then I use the Oauth library to convert that code to a token. And so what these lines over here do are they take that code and they take the secret that we had originally specified over here, right? So this is the secret. So we take the code and the secret, and in these two lines, it basically authorizes this app within Ion. And notice you see the await over here. This is an asynchronous function because it's going off and it's contacting the server. It's getting information off of the server and it's verifying your app. And what it does is that if you get to this line and you've got this result, it says, hey, everything is fine. The client, the person on the page, the end user has verified themselves. This application has verified themselves. We now have a token. And so the token, I put over here, I attached it to a local variable to the res.locals inside of my Express. And I passed it on, and I called next over here, which allowed me to move into this anonymous function down here. And I then took the object out of res.locals, and I logged it over here. So this is this access token. So all of this information is embedded inside of this token. It's a giant object. You can see things like over here, here's my client ID, here's my client secret. God, there's all kinds of information in here, right? Sure, all of the secret stuff. So, but also inside of here, so you can, if we look at the tree of this guy, so the access token has a key named config, has a key named client, and has a key named token. This key named token has a subvalue named access token. And this thing over here is phenomenal. This is the golden ticket, okay? I hesitate to use the word me because in both cases, the server and the user are me, but this is the user. And so I can attach this access token to queries, and we can actually make authenticated web requests as me. And we'll take a look at that in this next video of how we actually do that.